never listened. They never wanted to hear the truth. They wanted to believe in lies. They were told, fear not. Look at this. Do not fear the people of the land. That's number one. They are a bread for us. So, very simple. Very simple. In Swahili tunasema mboga kabisa. So, this bread, we shall eat them. They will not defeat us. Their defense is departed from them. What is he talking about? Revelation. Revelation does not work in fearful environment. That's why your skills die when you get fear. Revelation. So this man is talking out of revelation. When Goliath terrified the army of Israel that time, they forgot. It needed a man with courage to come and figure out things and say, this is uncircumcised. It's too big, but uncircumcised. He has no covenant. So he is not shielded. He is not protected. So Joshua tells them, these men, they are big, yes, but they have no covering. They have no shield. We have a covering. Our defense is with us. Their defense is gone. Fighting against somebody whose defense is gone is very easy for you. What makes you win more is the defense. That's why when you look at the armor of the Lord, that we're told to put all armor in Ephesians chapter 6. Most of the things described in that armor, they are defensive things. It is only one that is offensive. That is the sword of the Spirit. Others are defensive. So in other words, you need more defense. You need more defense in life. That you are being able to be. It doesn't matter. Even in game of football, you may have very good strikers, but very poor defense. You will lose. Because the goal is scored the other side. And you may not be able to strike and because they have a defense. Defense is very important in life. Defense. That is why the biggest reward you can ever receive from God is defense, is shielding. When you are shielded, you are shielded by God, no penetration. And God has promised to be our defense. Nothing can penetrate our lives. We are shielded. He is our buckler. He is our shield. In other words, before any arrow gets you, it must get through God first. Before anybody win against you, must win against God. Run God, bring God down, then comes to you. And we have never had that in history. One of my brother was afraid because he was terrified by someone that is dangerous. And he shook a lot. One time, when he saw fear is terrorizing him, he decided to go to our Father in the Lord and tell him about this issue so that our Father in the Lord will pray for him and then change the situation. When he explained to our Father what he is going through and what the threats he has received, our Father laughed. He did not pray for him. He told him, before they get to you, they must destroy the apostolic cover over my life. Then he was told, go in peace. So the man was very disappointed. He was very disappointed because he expected our Father to pray a very heavy prayer. Cast demons away. Declare angels. Call them extra to come and shield him. And do all those things. But my Father did not pray. He said, go. Before they get you, they must deal with apostolic cover over my life. So, my brother walked disappointed. He had gone there to get a solution, but he went home very much disappointed. Because what he was told never appealed to his mind at that time. Some things we are told, we don't get the sense because our minds are under attack. So later, it took him at least 2 days to figure out, what did my father say? So he got a revelation. So, before they touch me, they must deal with apostolic cover over his life first. He saw the defense of God upon our father. So that defense is extended to me. Then he says, oh, why should I now fear? Fear died there. And he continued to be in peace from that moment. Then the time he started confessing what he was going through because of fear. 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 Some of us cannot figure out how much God has protected them. The defense of God is very strong. That is why God told Abraham, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. And I want to speak to someone this afternoon. Don't be afraid. Because I am your shield. That's what God said. Your biggest reward, or your greatest reward. The greatest reward you can receive from God is the shielding. Shielding. The enemy does not know how to do with you when you are shielded. When you are shielded, God has put you in a safe. It is only one who has combination. The right combination that I can open. There are people who have made jackets and made vests that are bulletproofs. It doesn't matter how many bullets are thrown to this person, they cannot be penetrated. There are people who drive cars. You see cars, you think all cars are cars on the way. Those cars, most of them, those who are rich, they are bulletproofs. In other words, you cannot shoot that man inside that car. You can't. And the others, you know that even bomb cannot destroy that car. Even if it is put there, it will not do anything. These are technology of men. If men can come up with such knowledge, what about God? I want to tell you there are some people, God shields nothing. Even if anything tries to explode near them, they will not be hurt. Have you heard when Jesus blessed them? He told them, you shall step on scorpions. You shall step on cobras. You shall step even on young lions. And by no means, no evil shall hurt you. No evil shall harm you. So there are people who have the privilege of protection to walk over evils. They walk. How could fire not burn Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Even their air, even the smell was not harmed. Protection. Protection of God. How could lions not eat Daniel? Protection. You cannot serve God continually and then you are prone to some problems. Not unless God permits. You can't be a follower of God, an ardent worshiper. Worship God in truth and in spirit and die in shame. It is not permitted. It is never in covenant terms. It is never in covenant agreement. You cannot die your head down. You cannot be embarrassed by devil, even by death. That's why even some sicknesses have no power over your body. Say, I am God who heals you. I will not allow the diseases of the Egyptians to come to you, because I am God who heals you. You either believe or you die like an Egyptian. If you believe God, you are free. If you don't want to believe God, you want to believe in any other report, you will die like a common man. And God will not be responsible. Your unbelief shall be responsible for that. So you need to have faith in God and believe that He is able to shield you and protect you. The day God told Abraham, I am your shield and your big reward, he never fought any other battle. From that day, remember, he was winning. He had won against 4 kings who had won against 5 kings. So he was strong with his army. That's the last battle we hear Abraham involved. May God lift you up away from fear. I say away from fear. And the Lord is with us. So the defense of the enemy is gone. And you have the defense of the Lord. If you have that confidence, you can arise and face the whole army. You can run through a troop when you know that God is on your side. Then he says, God is with us. The defense is gone. I pray that God will restore you and defense. May the Lord restore his defense. And then he say, do not fear them. In one verse, the word do not fear comes 2 times. So the biggest thing here is fear. It's not anything else. And it comes into your mind. And now, what happened to these people? Well, they get the ones of encouragement. But all the congregation. Verse 10. And all the congregation sent to stone them with the stones. Imagine they have the energy to take stones, to stone them, good messengers, and they are not able to go against the giants. When devil attacks your mind, he makes you fight wrong battles. He gives you courage and energy to fight wrong battles. There are some people who are very strong in the wrong battles. So, these people have strength for the wrong battle. Stoning the servants of God. Wrong battles. And there are some people who are doing that. All your days you have been fighting wrong battles, running wrong races. Race that you will never be qualified for anything. Staying in the wrong class, doing the wrong work, worshiping in the wrong way. Paul says in the book of Romans 10, my prayer for my brothers, the Jews, is for them to be saved. That's what he says. My prayer and desire is for them to be saved. And then he says, I know they are sellers of God, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. And since they do not know the righteousness that comes from God, they have established their own. So they can't submit to the righteousness of God because they don't know it. So they establish their own. So you can be very zealous, deadly committed with a lot of zeal, but doing something that will never bring you reward. Fighting battles that will never benefit you in life. May God save you from battles that will never benefit you in life. May you fight only the necessary battles. May you only compete the necessary race. May you only do the right and necessary assignment. These people who are stoning the people who are bringing them good news. Are you fighting what is supposed to help you? That's what the devil does to you. You begin fighting. That's why most people fight pastors. You fight men of God. You have dedicated all your time to destroy a man of God for nothing. Because the devil has turned you into his tool. You are fighting the battle of the devil, not the battle of God. So many pastors that are going through attacks, stones thrown at them, they did nothing wrong. They tried to bring people to senses, show them how they can walk in life. But people started to fight them. Joshua and Caleb did nothing wrong. They told them the truth, but they became the enemies of the people. They wanted to stone them. Now, when they took the stone to stone them, now the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the meeting before all the children of Israel. So what saved them is the glory of God. Now, excuse me. If the glory has come down and they have seen the glory, why did they not change their minds and say, God, we are sorry? The moment they saw the glory, they should have bowed down and started to cry. Say, God, we know now you are here. But they chose to believe men than God. 10 men. We call them 10 witches. They took them away from the promise. 10 witches. 10 men bewitched them. And they could not enter the promised land. They melted in fear. What they put them is fear. I pray that you will be able to overcome. I say, I pray that you will be able to overcome. As now I finish, I want us to jump to verse 21. Verse 21 says, but truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord. Because all these men who have seen my glory and the signs which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have put me to the test now these 10 times, and have not heeded my voice, they certainly shall not see the land which I swore to their fathers, nor shall any of those who rejected me see it. So look at this now. What have these people done? They have set the people against their God. The biggest win of the devil is to set you against your God.